He's the player with foot in opponent's mouth disease, Carl Perfect Legend White.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Starts with a jump in. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Oh, what's this? Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Combo with the target combo. Checks with a medium. Drive gauge gap here. Burnout activates. Quick dashing. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Checks him with the boom. Now they can use drive. They're taking the drive. Oh my god, what a throw set! Sonic boom. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 1 is in a very good blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Big flex with a Sonic Hurricane. Player experiencing burnout. Medium kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jump in perfectly. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2, more fuel to the fire. Cook him up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Bet that.
Player 1 has the super gauge and drops that off. Player 1 can't win this. There's the burner. Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Impact squat. Jumps. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Starts off zoning with fireballs. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Grabs them. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Where is their opening? Perfect input on the Sonic Boom ends with a projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Picks out the blade to creep up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh no, they're stunned. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 needs to use there's a wall clock. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with a projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? From up above. Alright, what's coming up next? KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Rolls out the Sobai. Solid throw tech. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Bach uses the gauge for a super arm. Quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in. Gets him with the boom. Throws a fireball. Breaks those shins. Nice read. Denies him with a somersault. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Good anti-air. Throws him down. What's the play here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The order makes it hard to escape.
So fast
Little
on
KO.
everything, man. You can't jump at him. You can't do
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes to the projectile for the opening shot. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 2 can't use an experiencing Burnout. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. That was a huge stun. They need to capitalize on this stance and go in for the kill. Wall splat into flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can fill themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Goes for the fireball. Gets a chance at that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Solid combo. What's going to follow the combo? Does a good job of pushing back. Picks the drive reversal. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Alright, what's coming up next? Burnout activates! Extra spicy Shoryuken X! Oh, watch your head! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must have been thrusting that off and keep going. That combo did decent damage. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Players upping the pressure with these baby booms. You've gotta be Burnout activates. Player 2 is in Burnout. Drives off the table. Just goes for it at this range. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. The bear recovered. Close range aerial Tatsu. Sonic boom. Jump. Solid anti-air. Burnout activates. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Gets them with a stopping block. Player 2, nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Still slowly baits out the low kick. The jump in is all the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Let's loose a boost. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Leans on the flash kick to get them out of the jam. Crumble from above. Player 2 with the rhythm. There's a burnout. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Going in. This can lead to some big damage. It is over. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits the drive. Brushes that off and keeps going. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The super arc finds its mark. So they take forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Combo with the target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Checks them with the hold your breath. Ends the round with a punish count.
You just gotta make a
living
read.
in the opponent's
Like,
head
no,
rent-free right now.
it
Player
doesn't
1
feel like
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The super armor does its job. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Can they keep on him? Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Checks them with the boom. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Rolls out the soba. Both fighters planning something? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Their will to win is really being tested here. Experiencing a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Some fine spacing and timing. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are looking at near empty drive gauges. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Next hit will end the round. Rolls out the soba. Burnout activates. Knockdown. Checks with a medium KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? Aerial Tatsu! Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 looking to impress with this super knockdown, and Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge gap here. Sonic boom. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drops in with a Tatsu. KO.
I did not try to do that super versus.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game
paint
wins
slash
matches.
kick that he does. So I get frame advantage.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Stops the attack by using the drive kick. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Next up, they gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Takes a trip. Gets a normal hit from. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. With the life gap opening up. Down to the wire. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. They break things off to take a quick breather. Sonic Blade to fix for a reaction. A quick breather. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive beams, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge count. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Somersault kick. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 2 is working. Burnout activates. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. They must have a game plan here. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Somersault kick stops them cold. Shows a medium kick. Let's lose the move. Looking to follow up after that target combo. There's a burnout. Gets the quick dash shorty. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Burnout. Boom! This is a bad situation. Arrest them! No! The wall! Player 1 with the rhythm. They're recovered. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Reverse spin kick? Checks him with the boom. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Alright. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Player 2 is just about out of drive. This is a huge chance to make it feel. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick hit. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Checks him with the boom. Experiencing Burnout. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong as the somersault kick stops him cold. Just goes for it at this range. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jump aerial topsy. Overhead attack. Player 1 needs to use the wall flat into the guard frame. Man, good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.